That's one of his things, right? That's what he did. That's what everybody's talking about. But with a better quarterback that can lead you, be more accurate, we'll be able to see that a little bit more this year, which exactly.
We got like a small taste last year.
Yeah, that Denver game where he had it over two dudes and ran on we saw a little bit, but this year I think we're gonna see a little bit more of what makes him a little more special this year.
Yeah, for sure. And sticking to that training camp, so there's still some questions. I touched on it earlier. There's some questions on the O-line, right? The interior, the guard position. It looks like half of Mike they go in the position. Now there's still competition for the other side with Meredith, with Mumford. You have Parham in the mix. Possibly Caleb Rogers, the rookie.
Forged from the legacies of the militaristic Qin and the cultured Zhao,
that would possibly win those battles? There's some battles. Obviously, I talked about the cornerback one,
with wisdom,
having that battle going
tradition.
on. Now with the guard,
Han
who do you guys
engineers
think that
transformed
would
the
win
land,
out that battle?
even as Han philosophers
be the
transformed the mind. Go now, and take up the mandate of heaven.
Okay, I think a veteran would be obviously the right choice to get in there, depending which veteran's going to step up. Parham, we thought he was going to be this, really good guard. He's kind of fell off a little bit. I mean, you said Meredith, he seems pretty solid at times, And hey, you never know. Maybe that rookie will step in and maybe show some life. I don't know. I mean, I would say one of the veterans would probably be better at this point. But then again, that's why we have training camp. That's when we have these battles for whoever the coaches would think that is going to fit with the right, cohesiveness. He's going to be right by JPJ. So, JPJ may have something to say, and then obviously, the tackle. So at the end of the day, I would probably go with the veteran. I don't know which one yet. I think probably I'd say veteran, at this point. Mumford probably be in the mix too. But that's just my opinion. And at the end of the day, if one of those rookies steps up, I'm telling you, Pete Carroll's not going to be afraid to put him in there. He's not. It's going to be the cohesiveness, how they gel, how they want to feel. And you can never have too many linemen that are, thorough, and, somebody's going to stay healthy. That's the main thing, staying healthy and making those blocks. The proper block prevents you to get those yards.
Yeah. And on there, I ain't going to lie, man. I ain't going to lie. We the people, you kind of tripping, bro. You're tripping, bro. We looking at talent as far as that tight end shit, and as far as talent, there's no other tight end in the league that has that talent. Now, you talking about stats, and you talking about the team losing. That's not Bauer's fucking fault that his team is ass. That's not his fault. He's a rookie. He first came in. If we're looking at the talent, there are not. You can't even give me three better tight ends that are more talented than Brock. I cannot. I'm sorry. But if we're talking about this line, right? We're talking about the line. I just got word from somebody about what the starters look like right now. I'll read it to y'all. But left tackle Colton Miller, obviously. Jordan Meredith for left guard, which I like. That's what I like. Yeah, JPJ for center. You got Dylan Parham as right guard and DJ Blaze as right tackle. So that is projected going in is what I got as far as the starter line going into camp. Y'all know as far as Jay and everybody in the chat, they know my stance, and I'll tell it to Mike. I'm cool with everybody on that line except for Parham, to be honest. That's the only one. And I don't get it. Maybe some of us as fans are not seeing it, but it's very unlikely. A lot of us watch every single snap, even after that, all the film, all the extra. Parham has not grabbed hold of any spot since he has been here, John. And I've said it multiple times. Right guard, left guard, center. Goddamn, it's 3 positions, dog, in 3 years. What's going to stick? You know what I mean? Now, you feel what I'm saying? And other teams, and we look at other situations now, he was a right guard. And out of necessity, injury, and all the extra, he had to go to left guard, had to do center, because people were injured and just had to do that. So be it, right? But we know if everybody's healthy, you're at right guard. We know what you are. It's year 4, dog. We still don't know what this man's good at all. That's a problem for me.
Like I said, Parham, I'm not sure he didn't impress me. No. I was thinking Meredith there, and then obviously Kappa, right? Kappa's a super winning guard, he's a veteran, I'm not sure much he has in the tank, but to be safe, those are probably your safest bets. But that's what we had training camp, and I think he does that. But you're right. That's what he's going on year 4, and he hasn't really impressed at all. At all. I mean,
I haven't seen anything, man. I mean, we talked about 2 guys, right, that always had problems with power rush moves, and every time we got, with a good nose tackle, we were going to struggle. It was Andre James and Dylan Parham. Those are the 2 dudes we kept saying, hey, dog, if there's some power, we're going to struggle. One is gone. I expect the other one. To be gone soon.
There you go.
I agree. This is what I agree with, bro. He need that rotational guy, bro. He can play a lot of spots. But not the starter. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. It's funny, speaking of like not being good in the position or being able to grasp the position, it brought back a memory where Leo can attest to this. Where I met up Leo last year to watch, I forgot what game, I think it was Cincinnati game, and I saw Parham literally got put on his ass. Like, ran the fuck over, put on his ass. And that's the type of play that literally is seared into my brain. After that, I have not been keen on him, and it's just been terrible. One game after another.
And that's not even one game there. I can probably name 2 other games I've seen that shit in.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. I mean, shaky, and you can't blame. I mean, that's all they really had. Now they have some players, some other veterans that they could, come in and come out. I mean, the line, they definitely improved the line. Spike said, even dropped some of his rookies. He thought, hey, we need to address it. We do addressing the trenches, guys, right? Go back to the trenches. The line, D-line, and the O-line. If you build up, some good D-line and O-line, we're going to be a lot better, all around. We all know that's where it starts from.
Right. So,
good winning games.
I hope Parham is not really on that final list, but if that's the way it's probably looking right now, then obviously that could change going into training camp. And maybe that changes at the end of training camp at the end of August. It gets flipped, and maybe Parham takes a little bit back. I hope so, because if not, I'm really worried about that. That's going to be, for me, it's a liability having Parham in that guard position, to be honest.
And some people will bring up that PFF to us. Nobody in the chat room right now, but some people will bring it up and be like, oh, well, he did this. I don't care what PFF says, dog. When we watch a game, like Jay said, and like Mike has said, how many times we see him on his ass? How many times have we seen him just get purely beat by bull rush moves, right? And it could be like some dudes like maybe Cam Hayward from the Steelers or some other guys, you know what I mean? Talking about some like star players, for sure. You might get got a couple times. But I'm talking about dudes from, we have no idea who the fuck they are. They're still doing that to Dylan Parham. We played the Rams, and what's Big Buddy, I forget his name. His name is like Greg something. He big nose tackle, dog. And he's killing this dude, dog. He's like a second-tier, third-tier DT. And he's killing Parham when we played the Rams 2 years ago with Baker Mayfield. Destroying his head. And I'm like, what is going on? We don't know this man's name, but he can do work. And this has happened multiple times, bro.
Yeah, the career game for sure. But at least now Spike taking them are addressing that. They know moving forward the trenches. You look at their drafting, and I know they're gonna probably draft it higher. I mean, we got a couple of linemen in the 3rd round, right? I believe the 3rd round. Not a big namer, but hey, they're addressing that they need to. They know, hey, this is how we're gonna build a winner. That's what Spike's like when he's the type of play. They have a great O-line and a great D-line, right? And we're not gonna win the championship. So I'm happy with Spike Tech's moves and everything he's done, so far. I mean, there's more to come. There's more to come, for sure.
Yeah, and I get, a little insider, Willie Lump at least he's going to do what he's supposed to do, man. I ain't going to lie. But we the people says Parham has had trash-ass coaching staff since he's been in the league, which is true. It is true. But at the same time, bro, the talent supersedes. You know what I'm saying? When the coaching staff sees that this dude, it's not really a good thing when the multiple coaching staffs got to look at this dude and look at his film from previous years and say, we got to change the position. And they've done that 3 times, bro. Like, that's not it's 3 different staffs too, bro, that have watched this man from the previous season. You already know. When the staff comes in, they got to watch the film. They got to really dissect the player and what it is. 3 different coaches just said this motherfucker's not no right guard. This motherfucker's not no center. This motherfucker's not no left guard. What is he? What the fuck is he gonna play, bro? Like, where is he gonna play?
Amina.
Listen, you're fair now.
Saronia Amina.
Where are we gonna put him at this point?
Yeah, but serviceable assignment, I would agree with that. You know, that he can do those things as needed. Hopefully, we all stay healthy, and you know, he doesn't have to see the field too much. You know, we get the guys that are going to be there, be durable, and you know, about to kick some ass, open some big ass holes. You know, for Jency.
Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need.
Yeah, and JPJ, hey, that's our guy with there, brother. Hey, born to get a ring.
I got a copy, Mike. I think that's the next jersey I'll probably.
That's the next jersey, bro. Yeah.
He probably not going to there. I'll give that. He probably not going.
Yeah, exactly. Ain't going nowhere. He's dirty as they come. You see him, he's finishing out plays. He is dirty as they come. JPJ, he'll get out there and he'll punch in your face, man. He's so young and he's so pumped and excited for these guys that this guy drafted. You know, so that makes it, the cohesiveness is going to be, that's just going to definitely take us, you know, to the next level for sure.
Real quick. We the people, but what about last year? Last year, Parham struggled. I don't think Parham was good last year. I mean, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not. I don't think he was good last year. No. I remember us not being able to get no yard. I remember that fully. It was in there. So that's all I know.
Yeah. I mean, coaching or no coaching, like you said, they've been doing this for a long time. You're going to stand out. You know, I mean, you're just much coaching than you're going to actually need. You know, there's so many game plans going on. I know it's kind of, but still, at the end of the day, he was getting bullied that year. Parham, he's big.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, that's what you see. Like, it's just him getting bullied. He's getting beat, and that's a liability. You know, and that's the point we're trying to make. You know, you didn't get that too much. I really didn't see that from like JPJ. You know, I didn't see that really too much from Blaze. Maybe a couple times here and there. Same thing with Colton. You know, once he really got going. So I don't know. You know, that's the anomaly. That's the guy that stands out. It's Parham.
Hey, Parham is the guy who played the Chiefs. That they say, hey, Chris Jones, you line up right here. Wherever 60, line up right here. This dude. Wherever 66 is, bro, line up there, dog.
Right there. That's the bullseye. That's the target right there.
And they do it twice a year, dog. You tell me if I'm lying or not, bro. I'm telling you, they put Chris Jones right in front of Parham every single time.
But look at the game, the Friday Night Lights, that fight game last year, right? Look at the game. Hopefully everybody finished and watched that game. We were right after at the end, man, but during the game, who was disruptive? Chris Jones, who's he line up under? All right. I'm sorry, you know, a couple of times JPJ again, but everybody's got to do their job, you know?
I know JPJ cost us the game, but it wasn't because he got beat. That's a mental error on a different level, bro.
And that's
a miscue. Yeah, that's a miscue. That's not him getting punked and bullied and run the fuck
over. Rookie. He's a rookie. And hey, everything, you know, hey, I can let that slide. But this year, that ain't going to happen. No, trust me, guys.
We're going to let that slide this year. Yeah, we're going to let that slide, but it should happen.
No, exactly. But, you know, we got our crew set up for many years. Go get a jersey, copy jersey, guys. The 58, JPJ, that's the Park Johnson, baby.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, we got right there.
Let me kind of switch it up a little bit. Go on the other side of the ball, and I touched on it earlier. CB1, who do you guys feel is going to win that battle between Stokes and Porter? I'm gonna start with you, Mike. Who you feel might be that winner? Because that's good. That's a good battle that's going to be had on that.
So we got two corners. We got two corner positions, right? And we got a slot. So I think Stokes might be 1-1 because of his veteran. He's a veteran and he's been there and the trenches run. And I think Porter will be our number 2 corner. You know, he won't take the best receiver, but he's definitely going to be starting over Bennett and whoever else. And then our slot, I'm not sure what Nick was going to be. I'm not sure. Who else did we pick up? We picked up some another corner, right? Manny? Who else did we pick up?
It's a bunch of rookies. It's a bunch of rookies and people that played last year, like Darnay Holmes. So I guess it.
Okay, but yeah, I think it's going to be Stokes, and I think it's going to be Porter starting on the corners. But Stokes probably going to be one because of his better leadership. That's his name.
Yeah, Mike Douglas as a guy. Lonnie Johnson.
Okay.
Oh, Lonnie Johnson. There you go.
Lonnie Johnson. Okay. So he might be our nickel, depending. I mean, Pete Carroll's going to put these guys where he feels is going to get the best out of them. Deputy Porter's a straight up corner. He's just going to, get in there and he's going to be physical with that length and that quickness. I don't see him getting burned too much. It's the mental error, but they're going to put him in that position. And I said, probably Lonnie's going to be the nickel, and who else? Who else going to fill in? And obviously we got our safety, right? Palmao and Chen. So, it's looking a lot better than we did last year. I mean, I love Chen's energy, and he's going to lay some blips. I can't wait.
Chen's been doing some reps on nickel. They've been bringing him down every so often. So that might be a thing where you'll see some looks on there from Chen. Yeah, I mean,
I think he's stay safety. Yeah, keep him in his position. He's experimenting right now.
Because if you bring him down, let him come down how he usually does. Linebacker. I mean, I don't want no say. I don't want no nickel play like that, bro. But then at the end of the day, who's gonna play the safety when he's got to go to nickel? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's question marks. Now for me, bro. Shout out my man Cheeto. People starting to see the vision. You see, Porter 1, Stokes 2. Who we leave off of there, Jay? You know who we left off of there, dog. Yeah. I've been getting in arguments with people all season. And it's not because I said Bennett is trash or nothing like that. I'm just saying I'm not putting somebody unreliable as my CB1. If I know that Ja'Cory Bennett is going to miss the last 4 to 5 games because of injury, which he's done his first 2 years in the league, I can't put him out there, dog, because then last 4 to 5 games is when we need his ass. So, hey, bro, like, I'd rather, if I'm just going to end up playing one of you motherfuckers that's backing up anyway, I might as well play you now. You know what I mean? And get you out there. Dude, say it all the time, bro. Hey, Pete Carroll likes what type of corner? You know what I mean? He likes big, tall, fast corners. We all know that. You know what I mean? So he's going to give Porter and Stokes every opportunity. He's going to give them every opportunity to play, right? And I know some people can say, well, Corey Bennett had a great year last year. But that's the thing. Not all coaching staff, smart coaching staff, are not just going to slot somebody in that they don't know just because they had a good year last year. I don't know you. I'm Pete Carroll. Everybody meeting each other. We all shaking each other's hands for the first time. You know what I'm saying? So what you did last year for AP has no relevance to me. Shit, AP got 5. So at the end of the day, bro, I'll give a what you did for AP. What you did for AP last year got him fired for 4 games.
euch kennenzulernen.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it was a good year or not. So we all resume starting this year. And when it comes to me and I got my pressure sheet and say we're in camp and he's not doing what he's supposed to do, it's not that far-fetched that he wouldn't start, dog. I mean, this is a new coaching staff, a new regime, and they want to see what they want to see. So if he's not showing them what they want to see and what they need, then at that point, bro, like, yeah, you got to move around and let. First of all, they probably want Porter to play anyway. Let's keep it being. They just drafted Porter. They need him to play. Stokes is the one where we'll see. That's the battle to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be Stokes, number 1, and then Porter number 2. Definitely Porter getting a lot of reps, a lot of playing time for sure. Bennett, I don't know, man. I like Bennett a lot, and I'm rooting for the guy. I really do hope he stays healthy and we see even a better version of him from this year, because to us that's all a benefit at the end of the day. But there's still some question marks on him. But I really do hope he stays healthy. The other guys, I really do hope we get even a better year for Palmao. That's a guy that I'm excited. I was very excited that he got extended. So glad to see him back. Really interested to see what Jeremy Chen looks like here with us under Pete with the Raiders. I think he's going to become even better as well. So, I wanted to get you guys' takes on that CB1 position. There's still some question on nickel. I don't know. I don't think we'll get that.
I would have loved to see Ja'Cory Bennett maybe to go to.
I do not open up.
His dad can't tackle like that, so he's not a great tackler. So at that point, that's probably some of the reason why we'll see in the camp too. If he's battling with Stokes and Porter, who's gonna tackle better? Because Bennett's not a great tackler like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe with the shoulder, maybe a little bit of the shoulder was getting on it. We'll see. You know, we'll see.
Yeah.
But his dad's on it, they start flying, but like I said, it's about staying healthy. And Ben has been kind of unreliable. You know, he's not durable. And when he was out there, he shows flashes and then he gets burned. He shows flashes and then he gives that big play like, oh. You know, and this is year 3 now. Like, guys, this is year 3. I mean, how many years have we keep giving these guys?
There you go.
This is year 3. Tyree, like, year 3, right? So, I mean, you're on the fence far out, right? Year 4. Like, you know, hey, we got to start building these guys, be consistent on the play, and then number one, obviously stay healthy, right? If they're consistent with play, yeah, they're going to go in and it'll be great. But until then, I haven't seen that. And then, you know, we know he has some flashes, but flashes don't do it for me.
What is Chris Smith and Trey Taylor doing? Collecting reps on special teams is what they're doing. They're not going to be playing. I just watched Chris Smith in film not too long ago, bro. And I had so many high hopes for him, but he's just too slow, bro. A little slow and a little stiff, right? He's not that athletic, so it was like, I don't know. Just get Jessica Simmons or something, bro, or get something.
Well, Trey got to see him. Trey was hurt last year, you know, so
That's
I mean, the jury's still out on him, you know, so but it's only year 2 for him. You know, he's one of the lengthy, tall guys, you know, safety out of hip boost, so, you know, we'll see. You know, we'll see what's up. You know, if he comes in and does his thing and contributes or, you know, learns from Chin, hey, that would be a bonus for it. But he's definitely a safety. He's not a corner. He's got a trade there a safety in my book, you know, but I said, can't really, he was hurt, so we can't really, like.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, Trey Taylor, shout out, man. Ran to one of his Air Force buddies out there in Hawaii. Her name was Michaela. So, hey, you know, I'm rooting for you, man. Get healthy, bro. Contribute. We need you. Raider Nation, baby. So, yeah.
I was hyped when we got him. You know, I was hyped when we got him because I saw some of his talent and what he was doing. And he won that DB award in college. I was like, okay, you know, we're having a little something. When he got hurt, when he got hurt, they should probably put him, you know, back, you know, a little bit.
But hey, year 2, you know, if he's not progressing and maybe showing some flash or maybe getting in there, then we'll know. He's just going to be a bench guy, and hopefully nobody gets hurt for my sake because we don't really have anything to back them up, you know, something significant to back them up. You know, but like Simmons, who's still on the market for agency safety? Simmons still there?
Yeah, he is.
He's commanding too much. He wants to, I mean, I don't like
he's waiting for a good opportunity. He probably waiting for something good to come along. He's old, so at this point,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're trying to be young and then be now, not be old then, you know? Not saying he won't contribute, but if that was the case, they should have signed him earlier, not, you know, when we start training camp, you know? Start the mini camp.
I don't like when they do that, because now he gets no camp and all that extra. Like, I don't like that.
He's behind already. He's behind, you know? When people go to training camp, we're behind. You can say, oh, he could come in. No, you got to be day 1, you know? You got to be involved day 1 to get the whole pool of the training camp and know what's going on and know what exactly, you know, the vision is. Not, you know, come in a couple months later, oh, yeah, I'm here. Who gives a shit? You want to
Yeah. Only
about now.
If you've already seen the coaches before or your talent is just that good, you can step in and you know, do what you do. Certain times, you know, more times, not like you're saying, they need that continuity. They need that little time to train to get right.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Let me ask you guys this. I'll put this scenario. So, Wilkins doesn't make it. He's not going to make week 1. He's going to be out for a while. Who's going to win that position out of everybody who's available by attack? Who do you guys think is going to be the guy to start?
I'll let you go. Right now, take that one first.
I'm torn between the Walu and the Geese because I really like the Geese, but I think just because he was here last year and he was actually making some plays too towards the end of the year, I'm gonna go with the Walu, bro, because he was starting to flash a little. You know what I mean? Towards the end of the year, he was making some plays against the run. He got some pressure. He wasn't really getting sacked, but he was getting pressure. You know what I mean? He was getting back there. So with another year under his belt with Robbie Taylor, you know, and Max and all them, I expect him to take a nice little lead. If we're talking about younger guys, right? Butler, I expect I expect what I expect from Butler already. If I don't get what I expect from Butler, I'm going to be disappointed. So at this point, we should know what you already assume Butler will give us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think like I said, Butler's consistent. You know, he's always there. He's always making those plays, getting sacks, and getting pressures right by Max, you know. And he's solid. He's solid as can be. You know, let's take that rundown. You know, you got JJ. You know, you're hoping you get these 5th, 6th rounders to get in there and be this this shiny light. And you never know. You know, it could happen.
Right.
But I'm going to say Van Waddle. I think he did show some flash last year. He was in there. He's in the mix. And we're still we're about number 9. I mean, we're still number 9. I mean, you got to find somewhere for him, right? Is he going to come in and show flashes, or is he going to rotate with Waddle, or I mean, they got to get breathers, So
if he's good, bro, it's going to make our D line like a top 5 D line.
I'm hoping and praying. I'm rooting for him because actually number 9 is my favorite number, and I have faith in him. But when we dropped him, should have dropped him again. He was already hurt. I don't like when you drop hurt people. They're really like a year behind when they're hurt. So that's what was the case. Since they're 3 now, I mean, hope and you're a big guy. You shut up, man. He's do it on the field, man. Give me some sacks, baby. Give me some pressures. Up with your ends. Stop that run. If you can at least stop the run.
Because I'm glad you said that, Mike. Because I do think he's good against the run. But if you're not going to give us no pressures or nothing, you got to be dominant against the run, bro. We got you top 10, bro. Like, I need to tackles for loss. I need to see you in the backfield on these running backs, bro. If that's the case. Like, if I'm not going to
ball out is that big, tall frame, bang balls down or do it. They can't even back some balls down.
Yeah, be disruptive if that's the case. If you're not going to give me sacks or nothing like that, bro, then you better be somebody where the offensive line, like, shit, you got it. Where's 9 at, bro? Just make sure we run it over here, make sure we run it to the other side, or whatever the case.
You don't see many of the guys using their back in the old days, old school. That's the same thing as the sack. If you ask me, it's almost the same thing as the sack. You're preventing them from gaining yards, right? Or tackle for a loss, so to say. Well, yeah, man, he has that frame, bro. He has the potential, but we need to get the best out of him. This is year 3, and actually this is really year 2 because the first year he was battling the injuries, trying to get on the field.
There you go.
And that's what I'm talking about. Consistency, continuity, staying healthy. That's if you're not healthy, you're not doing your job. You gotta be healthy, man. Yeah. Gotta be out there. So that's my take.
For me, I think it's gotta be Llewellyn being in that starting spot. I don't see Tyree starting. I see him as more of a rotational piece, and that's just honest truth. That's what happened last year. He didn't start. He was a rotational piece. He got more reps in. I think that's gonna follow the same path. He's gonna be the rotation. He's gonna get quite a bit of reps. You are gonna want to see what he can do. Unless this has to be that year where he literally, it's a breakout year. It has to be. If not, I can see him being part of the squad next year.
He get traded. Yeah,
he get traded out, and let somebody.
But if he can't do it with Pink, I don't think he's gonna do it anywhere else.
That's just my take.
I will give you that. And I'll tell you this too. There's a guy already on the squad this year that I have a little more faith at him doing something in the edge and the D line than I do with Tyreek. And that's John Joyner. And that man's undrafted. Bro, he's undrafted. I have faith that John Joyner will make the squad and actually produce on the edge more than I do that Tyreek will.
Me too. That's it. Me too. That's a beat. If he comes, every position is open. They said that, earlier, this quarterback, whatever. We all know what positions are open and who's fighting for what position, right? Pete opens that up for a reason because obviously he's been around a long time. His experience is definitely going to be great for Raider Nation. All these young guys that are coming in, all the veterans. They get the whole field with everything now. The vibe, the coming in, messing with the players, and going and actually jumping on them, trying to pin them. The whole vibe is just totally different. I'm super pumped that he's our coach, and with Spytek, those two guys, we all know TV12. He's behind the scenes, but he has his handprints all over this stuff too. So at the end of the day, those two guys, Pete Carroll with the experience coming in, and I think it's smart for him keeping his defensive coordinator. Graham. I thought that was smart. I thought that was smart. He could be like, no, I'll be getting my guy. No, he said, no, I'm going to keep Graham because I feel like he connects with Nash probably. And the main guys are a part of Raider Nation defense last year. So that was part of him. But, he's going to put a little twist on there. No, Puget does it. And he's definitely going to get the best out of his players. That's for damn sure. And if not, they ain't showing up. They're out. Next guy in. Next guy up. He don't got time. Hey, he's 70 years old. He don't got time to be late. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that about that quarterback controversy. Can we stop this as a certain portion of fan base when training camp is coming up, bro? So now it's time to stop all the dumb shit, right? Like, we know comparing AOC to Chino is like comparing McDonald's burger meat to Wagyu steak. Stop it, bro. It's not the same, bro. It's not the same quality of shit at all, bro. So at the end of the day, we all know, let's stop all the foolery, and we know we have a quarterback that we got to get behind this year, bro, because this is the first time in a minute. This is the first time in a minute where I can be confident that we got a quarterback to say, all right, bro, we're going in every game. Give us a chance. Give us a chance. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm with.
You got a quarterback, you got a system, you got new players, you got a running game, you got a running back. I mean, we addressed a lot of needs this season. I mean, and I'm super excited. And we upgraded on some of our positions here and there. But at the end of the day, man, it's all going to be everybody being cohesiveness, being together, Raider Nation on the field, Raider Nation off the field, all of us to get this fucking season started in 2025. Look out, we're here. I'm fucking pumped up, guys. I'm like,
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. What games you guys going? What games you guys going?
I'm in Chicago for sure. I'm trying to get to the home opener. But this is the year, I just have my son, so me and him will be watching a lot of games together, man. We're doing our thing this year.
Awesome. That's good.
Yeah, I'll be out I'll be out in Phoenix for that preseason game versus the Cardinals. And then week 2, I'm there. Tickets already booked, getting that hotel booked. And then I'll be out November 2nd for the Jaguar game. That's my birthday weekend, so I'll be doing the damn thing in Vegas. That's going to be a good one as well. So got that cinched up already as well. So I might do Denver, but highly unlikely. It's a back-to-back. It's like 4 days after that Jaguar game. They go to Denver. So it's close to me. It's not that close, but it's a little closer to Vegas. It's still... I don't know, it's rough. So we'll see. We'll see about Denver, but usually we go to that one.
At that point, our records, I hope we're going to be without contention. We're going to be, our record's going to be above 500, and you'd be like, I'm going that game. I'm thinking about going that game too. Low key. I got invited out by Will from Black Hole up there, Denver. And he's telling me, hey, come out. And I'm thinking, telling the wife, hey, let's go.
You got to go to the Raider Bar if you're going to be out there.
The essence of
to the Black Hole Denver, the Raider Bar. Yeah. So we go like every year. This year, it's just a weird how it's a Thursday night game. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm playing something with Tito too, man. I mean, in there right by you, so he's going to carpool and stuff this year.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going week 1 Boston. We're going to take over with the Black Hole and the Jet.
We're
going to take over there at Providence. At Blake's Tavern, we're going to be doing that. And then week 2 coming back, going to the home opener. It's a must, right? It's a must. We got to go to the home opener. And then we're going to pause it out for a little bit. And then we're going to hit that Tennessee Titan game with my Cheeto, it's their birthdays. So we're going to do that Tennessee Titan game. And then from there, obviously the Cowboy game, that's mandatory, We're doing our Lock W. We're doing on Shorty. We're doing our tailgate there. Lock W. Raw Nation against the world with Shorty. So there's a lot of things, there's a lot of games going on. I'm thinking about that Denver. And then obviously the last game of the season, we always go, me, my wife, and my 2 sons. We always go the last game of the season. And that's against, who? The Chiefs.
So I might see you with the Tennessee one because I think I'm going to go out there with my boy Cheeto too. My birthday the week before. We away, you know what I'm saying? We away, so we in Indianapolis and all that shit. So I might go around over
there. Yeah, come on down. I'll be good. Yeah, we can all just get together, bro, and have a good time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Let me go ahead and move into this segment, and it was out on Instagram a couple weeks ago, and we asked it to the violence. Shout out to but I wanted to go ahead and get your take, and I challenge everybody in the chat as well. Who is on your Raiders Mount Rushmore? Players or coaches, if you either one all time, don't matter who. Who are your four that's going to be up on that mountain on those spaces for the nation? Who do you got on there? And chat, put yours out there too. We want to hear what you guys, who you guys have for your four.
That's a lot of Hall of Fame players, man. So I'm gonna go start off with number one. We all know who number one is. Mr. Al Davis. Without Al Davis, there'd be no Ravens. Without Al Davis, there'd be no legacy. Without Al Davis, there'd be no just win, baby. We're gonna have our 3 championships.
There is another world. The spoken word. Forged from the legacies of the militaristic Qin and the cultured Zhao, the Han dynasty of China rules with righteousness tempered with benevolence, with wisdom informed by tradition. Han engineers transformed the land, even as Han philosophers transformed the mind. Go now, and take up the mandate of heaven. Forged from the legacies of the militaristic Qin and the cultured Zhao, the Han dynasty of China rules with righteousness tempered with benevolence, with wisdom informed by tradition. Han engineers transformed the land, even as Han philosophers transformed the mind. Go now, and take up the mandate of heaven.
مقابل جميعا، مقابلة جيدة على طريق السفر.
The caged bird. There is one tree that's...
Akina newa halakwa ya si penseta ye tepi kiki pasi pepaki.
Yo soy doña Isabel, monarca de estos reinos, señorita.
All. Do nothing which is... The spoken word...
I think.
أنا لست جندي ولكني أستطيع.
I do not open up the truth to one who is not eager to get. He was the first.
Teteki keles kole pe kachikameki. Wasal.
No, it's all right.
Okay. Are you okay? Mexican for dinner? If you want something else?
Mexicans.
Sirs?
Yes.
So what watching the play?
The Irviner is likely watching, possibly the Chicago.
Irvine. So
Irvine.
you're like I broadcast my game.
I don't broadcast all my games, but yes, I'm. Yes, so Ryan's definitely watching.
What did he say?
These wars are a nuisance. Ryan says, "Good afternoon."
He was the first to construct a wall. There is another world. The essence of there is another world. Close to the western side.
تطور في الاتجاه الصحيح.
The spoken word.
Sapkahi. Mata wilanin.
Friedrich der Zweite. Hocherfreut, euch kennenzulernen. Ich bin ein Engel.
He heard these horrors and his